Good morning, everyone. We have Hannah McGee dancing to The Climb by Miley Cyrus.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle, and sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be.
Speed. Knock the plant over.
Pleased to introduce Alice Royce on the keyboard. I'm pleased to introduce Carly Bernard, Peyton Kavanaugh, and Kobe Gill, performing Closer to Fine.
I'm trying to tell you something about my life. Maybe give me insight between black and white. And the best thing you've ever done for me is to help me take my life less seriously. It's only life after all. Yeah. Well, darkness has a hunger that's insatiable. And the lightness has a call that's hard to hear. I wrap my fear around me like a blanket. I sail my ship of safety till I sank it. I'm crawling on your shores. I went to the doctor, I went to the mountains. I looked to the children, I drank from the fountains. There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line. And the less I seek my source for some definitives, closer I am to find, yeah. Closer I am to find, yeah. And I went to see the doctor of philosophy, with a poster of Rasputin and a beard down to his knee. He never did marry or see a B-grade movie. He graded my performance. He said he could see through me. I spent 4 years prostrate to the higher mind. Got my paper and I was free. I went to the doctor, I went to the mountains. I looked to the children, I drank from the fountains. There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line. And the less I seek my source for some definitives, closer I am to find, yeah. Closer I am to find, yeah. I stopped by the bar at 3 a.m. to seek solace in a bottle or possibly a friend. And I woke up with a headache like my head against a board. Twice as cloudy as I've been the night before. I went seeking clarity. I went to the doctor, I went to the mountains. I looked to the children, I drank from the fountains. I go to the doctor, we go to the mountains. We look to the children, we drink from the fountain. Yeah, we go to the Bible, we go through the workout. We read up on revival, we stand up for the lookout. There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line. And the less I seek my source for some definitives, closer I am to find, yeah. Closer I am to find, yeah. Closer I am to find, yeah.
Did you need the extra stands? I have 2 extra stands. You good? Okay.
Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
2, 3.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could you please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem?
Good morning, and welcome to Monadnock Regional Middle High School's 2021 graduation ceremony. I'd like to take a moment and start off by saying thank you to all the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, guardians, and friends who came here today to help us celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2021. What a journey this has been for each of you sitting out there in the audience. Over the years, there has undoubtedly been laughter and tears, frustration and struggles, but in the end, as our graduates sit before us today, it makes all those challenges worth it. Thank you and congratulations to all of you sitting in the audience. To the class of 2021, for the past 6 years, I've watched you grow into wonderful men and women sitting before us today. In a short time, you will no longer be seniors at Monadnock Regional Middle High School, but rather alumni of MRHS. Your final rite of passage here at Monadnock is finally upon you. Over the past 12 years of your formal education, you've been asked lots of questions, a lot of requests, and a lot of rules have been placed upon you by your teachers, administrators, and parents. I have one more. My last request to you is simply this, is to live your life and keep dreaming big dreams. Follow that path that you choose and dedicate all of yourself to be the best person you can. Over the past 12 years, your teachers have asked you to solve for X. They have taught you how to write a proficient research paper, no matter how many times it took. They have taught you how to investigate a crime scene and figure out the blood spatter pattern. And they've also taught you how to cook your own meals so you don't have to keep going home and bothering your families. But more importantly, I want you to remember the past lessons you've learned over 12 years. I want you to remember what it means to be a good person and a good citizen. I want you to remember what it means to persevere through a challenge and to come out on the other side. I want you to remember how hard you have worked to get where you want to be. You've learned how to be productive members in our community and to give back to others. You have learned how to pick others up when they are struggling in life and to surround them with love and support. Sometimes the road was not easy, but events, choices, and decisions in life are not always that way. But what I want this class to know in particular is that each of you and every one of you has the knowledge, skills, determination, and heart to be successful at whatever path you choose. I promise you, you will have victories and you will most certainly have defeats. But if you keep moving forward down whatever path you have chosen, I promise you, you will be successful. Congratulations and good luck in your future endeavors. Please welcome to the stage Class President Mackenzie Hopkins.
Superintendent Witt, Principal Spencer, faculty, staff, advisors, families, friends, and my fellow Huskies. It is my honor to speak today as the president of the class of 2021. Whether you are joining us live here on the football field or live streaming from a watch party at your graduate's house, welcome and thank you for being part of the support system that has brought each graduate to this day. To my fellow graduates, I have learned so much from all we have done during our time together in the Monadnock School District and want to share some wisdom I have picked up along the way. Wisdom that comes from an unexpected source. Not from the great philosophers and poets, not from our families, not from the faculty, not from the coaches and staff members who inspire us, but from something that is, without a doubt, so full of wisdom. That's right, Disney's Mulan. Not the live-action remake of last year, but the animated film with its wisecracking dragon, lucky cricket, and soaring musical numbers. I hear you. I hear the whispers, Mulan, really? But hear me out. For those who don't know the story of Mulan, it's available on Disney Plus, at Redbox, and your local library, and very likely for rent at the last Blockbuster Video in America located in Bend, Oregon. Watch it tonight, for real. You'll laugh, you'll sing, and you'll probably cry a little. At least you will if you're like my dad. Okay, so back to the plot. Mulan is a young woman living in ancient China who, to protect her ill father, disguises herself as a man to take his place in the emperor's army. With the help of her noble steed, dragon, and cricket, she is wildly successful. You're hooked already, aren't you? While posing as a man, Mulan struggles through basic training, but becomes a respected and trusted soldier. That is, until she is injured, and it is discovered that she is, in fact, a woman. With her true identity revealed, Mulan's fellow soldiers feel betrayed. She's relieved of duty and left behind in the mountains, while the Imperial Army presses onward. Instead of giving up and returning home, Mulan makes her way to the capital city alone, and in the end, wait for it, saves China. So you may be asking, where is this wisdom of which I spoke? Well, it lies in 3 quotations from the film that will, if you let them, give you a moment of reflection. In one of the most memorable scenes of the film, the Emperor speaks one of the most iconic lines in Disney filmography. The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all. We are the flower. The class of 2021 tragically lost a classmate, missed sports seasons, had musicals canceled on opening night, quarantined and lived in masks, finished our senior year in a way no other class has ever had to complete it, missed homecoming, missed our junior prom. For many of us, there was no senior project. We worried about the well-being of our family and friends like never before. And yet, we endured. We came out on the other side, and today we are ready to charge into the next phase of our lives, stronger for the trials we've experienced. From here, we will take the time to find ourselves, serve in the military, go to college, begin a career, and start a family. No matter what, we are ready for it because we have bloomed in adversity. In what is probably one of my favorite scenes, the Huns ambush and attack the Imperial Army in a mountain pass. As the fierce leader of the Huns bears down on the soldiers, Mulan lights the fuse of the last cannon, takes careful aim, fires, and misses. Wait, that can't be right. She's supposed to hit her target. Mushu, the talking dragon, mocks her. You missed. How could you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you. Here's the thing. Mulan didn't miss. She hit her target, a glacial overhang causing an avalanche that buried the entire Hun army. She set her sights on something different than what was expected. Remember that no one knows you better than you know yourself. So go ahead and challenge expectations. Know who you are, where you are aiming, and why, and then take action. I will leave you with one final quotation from the sage Emperor of China. Under the impression that he has successfully conquered China, the villain of our story demands the emperor bow to him, to which the wise ruler replies, No matter how the wind howls, the mountain cannot bow to it. This powerful metaphor sends a clear message that no matter how the wind howls, you are the one who is steadfast. You are the one who is strong, and you are the one who cannot be moved. Be the mountain. It has been an honor to serve as your president. Our journey together has come to an end, but those we hold close in our hearts will never be far away. I wish you the best in the years ahead and look forward to the day when we are all together once again. Congratulations, everyone. We did it.
Please welcome to the stage commencement speaker, Mr. Andy Harrison.
Hello, everyone. How are you? All right. So for like the past month, I've been wearing a t-shirt, a Monadnock t-shirt, and I wound up having almost about 20 different t-shirts. And I really had to dig deep. I had found a couple with rips in it. I found a couple with paint on it. But every day for the last month, I wore a different t-shirt. Only once have I worn the same t-shirt, and that t-shirt is what I'm wearing today, which I'm wearing a jacket with it. Just get rid of the jacket, right? What are they going to do, fire me? Woo! I figured I could probably guess a handful. Who was the guy that said that? Victor? Welcome, parents, relatives, friends, administrators, school board members, staff, and especially the class of 2021. It seems only fitting, considering that this graduating class is the class of COVID, that I focus my words along those lines, and what better way to do so than discuss the symbolic nature of a mask as it relates to the protective nature of school over the last 13 years. Mike, please. Check it. No, just turn it off. The protective nature of school over the last 13 years. Alex. Okay, good. The protective nature of school over the last 13 years.
Please know, no student across the country wants to hear a speech about COVID or the pandemic, or especially these stupid masks.
Who is that? My conscience? Again? But you sound different from the voice I had in my head 2 years ago when I last spoke.
She quit, couldn't take it anymore.
Quit? That's kind of strange, don't you think?
No stranger than those funky vocabulary PowerPoint presentations in American democracy and US history.
Hey, I worked hard on those.
Or sidelining as a furry.
That was for a school musical, Cats, and it was spandex.
Or continually demanding an absurd Bobcat drill.
Now you're getting personal.
Or allowing students to slap you in the face with a bloody hand to demonstrate cast-off patterns in forensic science.
Good point. So if masks don't cut it this year, how about another run at the musical Hamilton? I could use President Washington's song One Last Time, which focuses on the last days in office and his decision not to run again. It would be both fitting for the students and myself. I could even sing a few verses. Teach them how to...
Absolutely not. My predecessor warned me you might try to sing at this thing.
Warned you? What is this, a conspiracy? Okay, smarty pants. Do you have any suggestions?
Of course, and no one uses smarty pants anymore.
Well, I do. What do you got?
How about the plight of the disenfranchised in the 21st century?
Boring.
How about the nature of our patriarchal society as it continually treats women as objects?
Really?
How about the stratification of our education system as it has a tendency to repress the dreams of our less fortunate?
That has potential, but can I change the subject and ask you a question?
I guess so, but we're sort of on the clock here.
It's quick. When you mentioned dreams, it reminded me of a dream that I've been having over the last year. Because you're in my head 24/7, you might have an idea to its meaning.
24/7, don't remind me. You do have some weird dreams. Which one?
Well, for the last year or so, I've been having the same dream at least once or twice a month.
Go on.
Okay, well, the exact circumstances are never the same, but the general premise is I am always involved in some theater production, but right before I go on stage, the director hands me either new lines to say, or a new song to sing, or even a whole new character I have to learn within minutes. I spend the whole rest of my dream trying to learn this new twist without much success. I know my subconscious is trying to tell me something, but I'm not seeing it.
My predecessor mentioned that you can be pretty slow with certain deep cerebral concepts, but you really are pathetic sometimes.
Pathetic? Ouch. Why can't I get Mr. Rogers as my conscience? What am I missing?
So the dream started about a year ago, right?
Yeah?
About the same time you officially decided to retire?
Yeah?
To put it simply, your mind is trying to prepare you for life beyond Monadnock. The theater production serves as a metaphor for the known, or life that you are very familiar with, and the new material is your life after, the unknown.
By George, I think you're right. You have a gift.
I know, right? And no one uses by George anymore.
Well, I do. And here's the reality of the situation. I'm really scared about this next phase of my life, which may explain the dream.
Scared? You've been working towards retirement for years.
Well, don't get me wrong. I need to retire. But like every one of these seniors, I'm moving from a life centered around the walls of this school to something totally different. And like them, while I am fairly good idea of what this next phase might look like, I planned that today. Isn't that nice? I'm really not quite sure. It's kind of scary and exciting at the same time.
Makes sense. I think every one of these seniors may have their own mixture of sheer terror and great euphoria as they look beyond this day. How are you dealing with it?
Hope for the best, plan for the worst. But again, it's discomforting knowing that my life will be totally different next year. While I won't miss the deadlines, the meetings, the early hours, and the constant bells, there is comfort in the known. On the other hand, I'm finally thinking about things other than gearing up for the next school year. Of course, those thoughts haven't helped my focus over along the here and now.
Meaning?
I've become less and less motivated to do the work I found exciting for the past 33 years, and especially over the last several months. It's almost like my brain is telling me I'm halfway out the door.
I totally get it. Welcome to senioritis.
Wow, that's harsh. I'm still only 59, 11 months and 10 days old. Hardly a senior.
Those blood splats really have taken their toll. Senioritis is... never mind. You're feeling the same that every one of these seniors has felt this year. And trust me, some worse than others. It was nothing personal when they did not pass work in on time or at all, but it's just their hearts and minds were not fully committed to this place anymore.
I guess you're right. Getting back to my anxiety of a new life, I'm also feeling a sense of sadness and apprehension.
Sadness and apprehension? Like this place can't run without you? Don't kid yourself.
Nah, I'm good with that. But division leader meetings will never be the same. No, it's the fact that my relationship with many of the staff members changes from this point on.
Whoa there, cowboy. It's not like you're moving to Alaska. And aren't you still going to teach a few classes next year?
Yes, but it's hard to explain. Some of my closest friendships were formed with some of the same people sitting here today. But those relationships centered around the context of this school and teaching kids. And much like these seniors, where there are long-standing friendships, my relationship with these people will never be the same once I walk away as a full-time teacher. It really is a tough thing to swallow. But while you try to kid yourself that nothing will change, it always does. Always. Now, here's the good news. It's far easier today to stay close with people in your past. Additionally, as they say, when one door closes, another opens. I have a new opportunity to develop new friendships. So if I could give advice to anyone like myself moving on from a whole new social world, is to cherish the relationships you currently have, establish the connections with friends that you may have lost before it's too late. And while it's sad that the connection between some of your closest friends will slowly fade away, it is an opportunity to establish new connections.
So you are on one hand scared to leave your comfort zone, but excited about something different, and sad about losing the personal bonds that you created over the last 33 years, but looking forward to creating new ones?
Yes.
What other feelings are going through that complicated head of yours?
Is serendipity a feeling?
What?
Do I need to explain what serendipity is to you?
No. Serendipity is the sequence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way.
Well done, grasshopper.
Please don't quote movies and shows from decades ago, and especially Mean Girls.
Great movie. Did you know that movie was based on a book?
Please stop.
You go, Clen Coco.
Ugh. So, serendipity?
I really wasn't supposed to be here.
Come again?
I really wasn't supposed to be here. My life 33 years ago was supposed to be totally different. It's a long story.
Please give me the abridged version. Long is not even close to the right description of some of your stories.
For the love of Pete, why do I put up with this? Can you divorce your conscience?
No, and no one uses "for the love of Pete" anymore.
Well, I do. So, when I was in my final year of graduate school at the University of Connecticut 34 years ago, my wife decided to get pregnant.
That generally is not how it works.
Whatever. My point is, my plans of working abroad in some capacity suddenly were thrown out the window. I needed to support and raise my son, Noah. And because my wife was already teaching in the area, I focused my job search in this area as well. That job was here.
How sweet.
I'm not finished. While there have been the occasional personal and professional potholes along the way, I am truly blessed to have worked here over the last 33 years. Everyone, for the most part, has been supportive of my unique way of teaching, from staff, administration, parents, and especially the students like this group here. They have allowed me the flexibility and the trust to tackle the tough and perhaps even controversial issues with older students. I, like most teachers, have embraced this task seriously and enthusiastically. We provide students with both sides of a hot topic, allow the students themselves to figure out where they stand, and encourage them to debate respectfully those standpoints. That is true teaching. Providing them with resources and ground rules and get out of the way. Again, it's been an honor to work with these students with this degree of flexibility. So while my son was an oopsie, his arrival was a blessing in disguise. Serendipity.
Yes, serendipity. But what's the underlying theme here? There always is some far-fetched moral to your stories.
Wow, tough crowd. So that one event changed my life for the better, and I didn't even really plan on it. Obviously, while it's really, really important to put the time in, dot the I's, cross the T's, do your homework, or whatever cliche you prefer to use as you approach new hurdles in life. Be aware that nothing ever totally goes as planned. And it's okay to fixate on things you can control. It is unhealthy to dwell too much on things you can't. Finally, while sometimes one's best laid plans are totally thrown out the window by some unseen event or circumstance, which at the time seems like the end of the world, with time, it may become one of the best things to happen to you in your life. Serendipity.
Yes, serendipity.
Anyways, so let's talk about some themes for this speech.
I think you're good. Don't say any more.
What? I have so many things I want to share with the senior class.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic? These things are expensive. Why would I do that?
Drop the mic is an expression. Never mind. I'm putting in my resignation papers as soon as we're done here.
Okay. Can I still congratulate them?
Of course.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Embrace the time you still have together. Good luck in the next phase of your life. And remember, always let your conscience be your guide. Congratulations, guys.
The John R. Goodnow Award is presented each year to a senior who is nominated by the MRHS faculty. This year's recipient has contributed greatly to our school community. The recipient is a great role model, an active member of the senior class, as well as liked by all. They have a passion for sports, leadership, and community service. They have been a member of Interact, Student Government, Prom Committee, National Honor Society, and Performing Arts. They have been a strong advocate for the student body. This person has a bubbly personality, is approachable, kind, not judging, and respected by their peers and faculty. They are highly dedicated to our school and the first to volunteer to help out. This student has left many green and white paws throughout the school and local community, has a passion for learning, and is always the first to do the right thing. This person is one of the kindest individuals I've had the pleasure of knowing. This recipient of this award has made lasting contributions to Monadnock Regional High School, and it is with great pleasure that I present the John R. Goodnow Award to Ms. Mackenzie Hopkins. Please welcome to the podium Student Government President Carly Bernard.
All right. Hi. How do you do it? Sorry. I'm trying. I think we're good. Hi, I'm Carly Bernard, president of this year's Student Government, and I'll be giving out the Student Government Service Recognition Award. This award is given to a teacher, administrator, or member of staff that has gone above and beyond their normal duties to make our school a better place. This past year has been pure chaos, start to finish, but this administrator has dealt with it all and done so with a smile on her face. She's been our light during these hard times, making sure everyone's needs and wants have been met before her own. While teachers struggled to adapt, she tackled every problem head on. With everything thrown her way, she persevered. No matter what was on her plate, she was always available for support, an open door, or just someone to talk to. As Mr. Schaefer puts it, there are many adjectives that could be used to describe you, Ms. Spencer. However, they all seem to fall short of highlighting the impact you've had on this community. For more than a year now, we've had to deal with a situation that has been like a storm at sea, dark, foreboding, unpredictable, and unforgiving. And you are our lighthouse, guiding us through these tough conditions and unprecedented times. Times like these tend to be unforgiving, and it's easy to give up. But throughout, you've been someone we can count on, being an empathetic spirit, reminding everyone to have compassion for those around them. It is an understatement to say that without Ms. Spencer's unyielding guidance, we would have been adrift during this pandemic. Thank you so much, Ms. Spencer. I don't know anyone more deserving of this award than you.
Move it the other way now. Yep. That's good. Thank you. Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2021. The Valedictorian Award is presented to the senior who has achieved the highest grade point average in their class. Congratulations to this year's valedictorian, Harrison Ryan. Harrison, please come up and join me at the podium. You may stand right there. I have some words. You can stay. Harrison is the son of Patrick and Lisa Ryan, who reside in Swansea. During his time at Monadnock, Harrison has participated in MRHS Interact Rotary Club and is the current president. Captain of the outdoor and indoor track and field teams, captain of cross country, National Honor Society, marching band, section leader of drumline, math team, and is a member of the Superintendent's Club. He volunteers in the community with the Toys for Tots program, Mount Caesar Union Library, and the Shrine All-Star Band. Harrison has received the following scholarships and awards: West Swansea Athletic Association Scholarship, AP Chemistry Award, John Philip Sousa Award, Excellence in Spanish Award, Joseph Weber English Award, Band Boosters Award, the Eric and Greg Kochman Scholar Athlete Award, Mathematics Award, the Newbie Drogue Aviation Scholarship, Dartmouth Book Award, Outstanding Achievement in Physics, and the Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award. Harrison excels in athletics and was the 2019 400-meter Division III state champion. He will be receiving the New Hampshire STEM and Art Scholar Diploma, as well as the Diploma of Distinction. Harrison will be attending Georgia Institute of Technology, where he will major in aerospace engineering. I am honored and proud to present to you our 2021 valedictorian, Harrison Ryan.
Thank you, Superintendent Witt. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the entire Monadnock staff for helping our class continue through this year, to the custodial staff for ensuring the cleanliness of our building, to the cafeteria staff for adapting their meals to adhere to the ever-changing COVID-19 protocols, to the teachers for trying their best to cater to our learning needs, and to all of the administration for holding everything together. I'd also like to extend this gratitude beyond the building, to the parents and friends of our class members for their unwavering support. On behalf of the class of 2021, we profoundly thank you. I would also like to personally thank my whole wonderful family, some of whom are attending the ceremony, others are attending it virtually. My friends, my teammates, my bandmates, coaches, mentors, and teachers for helping me achieve my goals and get to the point where I am today, as well as for their role in shaping the person I am. Now, I know what you're all thinking, seeing me up here today, and don't worry, I'll try to keep it under 2 hours. Get my speech. I'll save that for later. Wow, what a year it's been. Everyone always says how crazy their senior year was when they were in high school, but I think our year takes the prize. Being separated into 2 cohorts, only going to school 2 days per week, with the other days remote, well, at least in theory, and returning together for over a month is unique, to say the least. Though this year's schedule was challenging for many of us, the important fact to remember is that we did it. We made it to this point, and we should all be very proud of that. And in a short period of time, the years of work we put forth towards academics will be rewarded. All of us here will walk to the stage to receive our long-worked-for high school diplomas, signifying our completion of our time at Monadnock and the next phase of our lives. Unfortunately, not everyone we started with is here with us today. However, Lucas White is here in all of our hearts. Many of you today may have a bittersweet feeling with regard to leaving high school, a place where you spent 4 years of your life, maybe even more if you attended middle school here, with the same group of people. You may be excited to venture out into the next stage of your life, but also sad that high school is over and that you'll be leaving many of your friends. You may remember going to the football games and hanging out with your peers, being a part of a sports team or a club, competing, performing, the bus rides home, being a part, and the region's police cars, fire trucks, and other supporters coming to celebrate a championship-winning team. You may remember the late-to-school dunks runs, prom, senior nights, being in a class where, let's face it, none of us knew what was going on, banquets, trips, studying all night or not studying all night, acing an exam or not acing an exam, and that feeling everyone gets when they realize their research paper is due tomorrow. Many of these recollections will be greeted warmly in the future, when all of us reminisce about our time at Monadnock. Even the times we often overlooked in high school may become some of our fondest memories. But instead of feeling disappointed that these 4 or more years have come to an end, we should be happy that they occurred in the first place. We should let all of these memories propel us forward into our new lives, both the positive and the negative experiences. The positive experiences supply us with good memories, and the negative ones supply us with lessons and ways to improve ourselves. While many of us are tired of hearing about the pandemic, I believe it's important to address, but not for the reasons you may think. Rather than looking at the past year and a half as a time to be forgotten, let's use it as a learning experience, a time to grow from. The pandemic has taught us a multitude of things. It has taught us to never take anything for granted. All of life's moments need to be cherished, including this moment today. Who knew a few years ago that simple pleasures, such as gathering with friends, or going to the movies, or even eating in a restaurant, would be greatly reduced in the future? I definitely didn't. But now, many of the restrictions imposed on these activities are being lifted, and we are inching closer and closer to a pre-pandemic normalcy. In the near future, when no one will be as concerned about spreading the virus, the moments we couldn't have during the pandemic will be appreciated far more than years past, because we now understand a life without those moments.
Isabelle LeBlanc. Caitlin Labrie. Imoen Alora Martino. Kayla Joanne Zobel. Cody Charles Simino. Jaden Sanders. Daniel Amarosa. Cole Thomas Robideau. Noah Joseph Wood. Samuel Alexander Malone. Deanna Lynn Miller. Ella Marie Connolly. Kyle Anthony Frazier. Autumn Mary Purcell. Emma Catherine Lawrence. John R. Thompson. Alexander Paul Royce. Sebastian Swartout. Miles John Osterhout. Noah Ryan Nason. Daniel Edward Powers, Jr. Ashley Elise Canoyer. Elizabeth Hope Normand. Allison Andy Newell. Emma Rose Fuller. Ariana Areliza Pimentel. Cooper Alexander Hewitt. Kiara Rose Kelly. Lauren Nicole Hunt. Annika Evelyn Jane. Christiana Lynn Eyring. Alyssa Ann Belval. Hayden Budzik. Tiernan Alexander Bossy. Xander Thomas Adams. Aurora Nicole Perry. Willow Marie Finley. Nicholas Andrew Bailey. Justin Balduff. Icy Elizabeth Olmsted. Mackenzie Jade Sturgill. Alexis Liana Hopkins. Alyssa Michelle Winchester. Hannah Jean McGee. Carly Elizabeth Bernard. Isabella Grace Sutton. Aurora Mastro. Brooke Emma Johnson. Olivia Grace Adams. Ivy Laurel Love. Dylan Allen Cashman. Audrey Isabel May. George Edward Hoffman III. Okay. Chase Dylan Willett. Mackenzie Lynn Hopkins. Marin Elizabeth Els. Paige Emily Beatty. Peyton Emma Kavanaugh. Hayden Joseph Hall. Emily Jade DeRusso. Molly Elizabeth Robinson. Delaney Jenny Swanson. Donovan James Lombara. Harrison Patrick Ryan. Sebastian Harold Stengel. Zachary Goodell. Colby Colby Knight Gill. Ethan Herbert Bradbury. Gabriel James Doyle. Ashlyn Rain Soteres. Ryan Michael Phillips. Gavin Thomas Britt. Nathaniel Ryan Lund. Andrew Michael Pearsall. Jonathan Robert Rapucci. Lucas Alexander Fontaine. Nicholas Joseph Sharrock. Tristan Everett Nemi. Timothy Francis Miller. Robert McCall. Elizabeth Mary Lepisto. Tyler Stephen Bagster. Matthew Bruce Roberts. Jasmine Jean Warren. Jake Andrew Vanderwood. Kingsley Cash Jones. Dominic Timothy Patch. Jordan Tyrese LaMarche. Elijah Ismar Maldonado. Trevor Blair Heiss. Casey Neal Dirth. Hayden Clinton Juniper. Dominic Fischelli LaFay. William Leon O'Brien. Sebastian Charles Elfrich. Lamon Papaleo. Jackson August Howe. Hunter Alexander Hagland. Daralee Maddie Jane Chandler. Anthony James Tomer, Jr. Jacob Ellery Kidney. Tyler Michael Hebert. Nathan Eli Doyle. Victor Todd Lotito. Aiden Michael Hart. Caleb Matthew DeLong. Zion Isaiah Carroll. Justin Christopher Joslin.
At this time, seniors, you can turn your tassels from the right to the left.